The origins of Hitler's Air Force can be traced back to the early 1920s, less than a decade after Germany's humiliating defeat in World War I.
After the First World War, the Treaty of Versailles stipulated that the Germans could not have an army greater than 100,000, which in 1920 standards is very small indeed, and also that it couldn't have an air force at all. The aims of all this was to ensure that Germany never went to war again.
But soon a number of civilian gliding clubs appear across Germany. Seemingly innocent, their true purpose is to spot young talent for a new forbidden air force. By the early 1930s, Germany's secret rearmament is well underway. Then, in January 1933, Hitler comes to power. One of his first acts as Chancellor is to appoint his great friend and supporter Hermann Göring, a World War I flying ace, to create a brand new German air force, the Luftwaffe.
Göring is an absolutely key Nazi and colleague of Hitler's. He is charismatic, flamboyant, Machiavellian, ferociously clever. He is someone who makes things happen. He's a living, breathing dynamo, and that's exactly the person you want when you're trying to start a new air force.
Göring immediately sets about increasing the Luftwaffe's capabilities. He orders new planes and puts into motion a major recruitment drive for trainee pilots. Then, in March 1935, Göring sensationally reveals the existence of the previously top-secret Luftwaffe to the world.
When Göring and Hitler announced the birth of the new Luftwaffe, they were expecting an absolute global outcry, particularly from the old Allies from the First World War. But actually, no one barely batted an eyelid at all. It was 16 years since the Treaty of Versailles. There wasn't the political will between the old Allies to do anything about it.
With military production now at full capacity, Hitler and Göring travel to the Luftwaffe's secret testing facility at Rechlin. Here they witness a demonstration of their latest weaponry and watch Germany's newest aircraft designs in action. Evidence of the pioneering work that took place covertly across the 58-square-mile site still survives. Conflict archaeologist Tony Pollard is exploring what remains of the Luftwaffe's top-secret testing facility.
All you can see for miles today at Rechlin are these trees, very dense forest. But in the 1930s and 40s, this was totally clear. This is all post-war forestation. And from some distance back, even through the trees, I could see this bank. And look at this. Phenomenal feature still surviving within the forest. And it's very clearly a bomb crater. And because of its location here at Rechlin, we know it's the Luftwaffe that's dropping these bombs. This place was really important for testing both the impact of bombs and protection against them. And that's what this is. It's an aerial bombardment range. This is no normal forest, because every now and again you come across these spectacularly strange constructions. Look at that spectacular scar. It's like a special effect from a movie. I would normally say that the projectile that hit this section of wall landed on the other side, but it didn't. It came through from this direction, and it's come in and it's exploded as it's entered into the structure itself. They're experimenting here with a particular kind of bomb. And the idea was that this would be dropped from a Stuka dive bomber. And it's been pretty good at penetration. It's opened this thing out. It's almost like the petals of a flower have just opened out. Despite the strength of the impact, it hasn't managed to break through, but it does show great potential. In fact, I'm going to step back a bit because there are huge chunks of concrete just hanging there in the air.